everyone, welcome to my channel and to visit in my little stitchy corner in Belgium. I'm Siske Stitches, if you don't know that yet. I'm very happy that you are visiting me here at this channel, and this is a channel all about cross stitch, of course. And now the dogs are here. Sky is jealous because of Hope. Allez, come, Sky. So now they are both here. Normally my daughter's here to visit, to babysit them, I would better say, but so not today. Yeah, today we are going to talk about cross stitch, of course. An update of my ducks. I forgot to grab them now I remember, but I will grab them later. We have plans to go over. Yeah, I don't think I have a lot of haul since I saw you last week. And if you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, also welcome. It's always appreciated and I'm very grateful for all of you. First, we will go over the stitching update and a bit of what happened last week. So the school was open again. So they went back to school. It was very busy after a week of holiday. It's like we lost the rhythm. So I was like, oh, what's happening here all the time? Two of my neighbors were taken to the hospital. There was a couple, an older couple. So that was very weird. Monday, the fire station, not the fire station, the firemen were here to grab the lady out of her house. She was on the first floor, so with a kind of lift they grabbed her and they took her to the hospital. And then yesterday they took her husband, so the same home, also to the hospital. So that was already stressy. And then another sad news is that my husband's, I would say, uncle, who lives next door, will be leaving soon the earth, we guess, because his kidneys only work for 10%. So yeah, when that's blocking, we all know that will not be good. So that's the sad news for the week. So that was also an impact on my stitching. In fact, he is a brother of my mother-in-law, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's already a bit of, he was the last one of the family, of that family. So that's very strange. So we will see what happens next. His aunt, my husband's aunt, I would say, can ring me every day. So night, day, whatever, when she needs me. So that's another thing I have to take care of. What else? Like I said, it was a busy week, also with schoolwork, the football training. It was very busy. So what did I do? I managed to work on 11 whips, and I did 5,410 stitches. So it's not that bad at all, but it could be better. This is Flosstube 60, and we are today the 7th of November 2025. So back to the Flosstube, and I would say floss stitch. New word. Yeah. I also didn't sleep a lot, so this week that's also taking his wolke time, I would say. Yeah, I hope now they all will behave. Ah yeah, and I have to excuse me for last week also, because the video wasn't the great one, the greatest one, the best one, because of the working man in the street. I know that, but otherwise it wasn't a video last week. So yeah, sorry for the noise, I can't help that. Now they are still in the street, but they are a bit further there. So normally we don't have issues with them today. Yeah. Oh yeah, and we had the power we lost power too this week, so I couldn't stitch them too, because I didn't have my light. So yeah, that was also a thing. So then we can finally start with the 11 whips. First, oh yeah, this would say spoiler alert. The plans that I had last week changed a bit. Yeah, a bit. So all what I showed, I've not, of all what I had shown, I have not touched at all. I will go over them what I did, but I will explain what I did and when and why. Hoop. Nee. Af. Kom. She's chasing the cat. Mies, kom. Here's Mies, the oldest one. Here, Mies. Mies, kijk in de camera. Nah, she doesn't like to be grabbed. So yeah, the first one I stitched on. Is it the order? Not really, it's just in categories a bit. So the first one is Tommy, the little adventurer. I should better grab my papers there. I'm changing this a bit up because I decided only 2 or 3 days ago to work on this as a daily, yeah, I would say 30 minutes daily. It's even not 100 stitches anymore. So for now he got 200 stitches. This is the little adventurer. It's a Luca S kit. It's stitched on 16 count white Ada and it has 29 colors. He's not that big, but yeah, he takes time, of course. And he has 2 hard skill level. Artwork is from Maria Magdalena. Every time I say that name, I have to think of the wife of Jesus. Alleen, not his wife. Blah. Yeah, so where did I start? So the thing is, I want to try to work on this 1 week now. This is already a bit of plans. And then switch to Welcome to the World. So between them. So here's where I started for this week. Oh, and the glare is there again. Is this better? Yeah. From far away it's better. So that's that. And I added 200 stitches. He's living in this box. So here is now where I am. So I filled in here this gap. And I worked a bit at the edge of his boot. Oh yeah, and I'm using all the floss from the kit, of course. Yeah, he's very cute. So with this decision to stitch on him bi-weekly, he should be finished for New Year. Or maybe earlier. So we are still on track with that. Oh, and we also have 2 milestones today. So Jen, 2 milestones. We'll go over them in a minute. Then we have temperature stitching. Oh, and numbers. Allee, miss. Up. So the Tommy, I call him Tommy. He is at 6,232 stitches out of 8,254 and he is at 75.5% completed. Then for this week's temperatures, I have Romeo and Juliet. I needed 200 stitches. So we go over that. I did 200 stitches, of course. This is how it will look when it's ever finished. This is a kit for Mareska. Romeo and Juliet, of course, it's called. And it's stitched on 16 count Aida fabric. So here is where I started it. Yeah. And I'm using all the materials from the kit. So that's the DMC floss, this one. And I stitched here the 200 stitches. Isn't he cute? He's very cute. Stitchy! The dogs will not behave today. Eh? I thought last week was rough. Hop! Hop! We will pause. Yeah, I bribe them. I give them a chewing stick. So normally they will behave now. Oh, okay, so next one. Where was I? Okay, from temperatures, the percentage for Romeo and Juliet was 20.6% completed. I don't have numbers of it besides that. Then Wildflower Predator is another one for temperature stitching. Normally this was a new start, the Charm of Butterflies, but I swapped. So yeah, I want to finish this one too, this I just swapped them. This is Wildflower Predator. It's a Luca S kit with 65 colors, stitched on 16 count white Aida. And the background is also stitched with half stitches. And the artwork is from Mom Art. It says full heart skill level. So, yep. The goal was 300 stitches. I did that. So I started here. Ooh. The glare is there. See, over there where I show it is glare. I was still wanted that I could insert my before pictures, but yeah, I'm using everything from the kit. And as like I said, I did my 300 stitches and I worked a bit here in his head to fill in, and then I start on this flower. So this one is now at 8,655 stitches out of 60,000 and he has 14.42% completed. So yeah. Then the last one for the temperature stitching. So if you don't know what it is, the first idea for me was for me, the original idea, and that was to give each degree of the temperature a whip. And then Jen, the caffeinated crafter, adapted it because she couldn't had like what was it, over 100 whips for that. So she adapted it, and when the ending digit is from 0 to 9, you have a whip. So you can have 3 whips, then you add more digits to those 3, 4, 5, even 10. So I switched to 5 whips. So this is Aurora's Garden, a kit from Mareshka. Also. And I needed 200 stitches. That was the same one from last week that I didn't switch. I added 2 more. Where is the starting? Here it is. A little corner. But you have to start to get it finished, isn't it? So each stitch is a step further to the end. So I needed 200 stitches. Yeah, this is stitched on 16 count also. Yeah, 16 count Ada. It's a colored one, I guess. And like I said, I did my 200 stitches here next to this part that I already had. So this is now at 2.3%. I saw some Flosstubers working on the Wildflower Spirit. It's a companion piece to this one. It's a wolf that is drinking of the river, I think. I saw it in Jen's Stitchy Corner. I think that's her channel name. I will tag them below. And also in Sophia's Stitching Love, I think it was called, her channel. So if you don't know those 2 Flosstubers, please check them out. And one is already, like Sophia is, I think, halfway almost. And Jen's Stitchy Corner is now doing a full coverage November. So she's posting daily smaller videos. I found her as a recommendation on YouTube. So I thought, oh, full coverage, that's right in my alley. I need to watch that. And so I found her. So she's also a very lovely lady. And she has beautiful full coverages, of course. So now I'm following that. I didn't watch her videos before because I just found her. So I have to do that also. Going back. Yeah, then next up we have the pinned whips. The pinned whips. So the first one is Jungle Kitty. Of this one. Artwork is from Mikey Bergman. It's charted by Pay Free Crafts. This is 400 by 344 stitches. And it has 75 colors. This is with DMC floss because I have the kit. I started here. Oh, glare, yeah. So still working in her, I think it's her tiara. I did 250 stitches on it. Mostly here to fill in. So she is now at Oh, and this is stitched on 25 count even with 1/1 full cross. And her stats. She's now at 19,810 stitches out of 137,600. And she is at 14.4% completed. She's really, really looking good. It's still one of my favorites and the one that I want to finish. Yes, but I still have a long way to go, and that's fine. Then the next one from the pinned whips. Pinned whips are my oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you about temperature stitching. Oh, this is a messy one. So you are using the ending digit from your temperature, and that is linked to your whips, and so you grab your whips. So it's say like 15 degrees today, you have ending number 5, and that's the whip that you have linked to number 5. So now that's closed. My pinned whips were, I said were because I'm going over that in plans in a bit, were whips I wanted to work on weekly or bi-weekly to get more progress on. Yeah, so I come back to that later. This is 360 degrees of cats and dogs. It's charted by Pain Free Crafts. The artist is Adrian Chesterman. This is retired, so not longer available anymore on Pain Free Crafts. It is 500 by 375 stitches as size. And the colors I don't have here noted, but it's probably around 100. And also there I have the kit from. So this is on 25 count even weave with DMC, of course, and it's also 1/1 full cross. So here I did more. Also reasons, but I will talk about that later. This is where I started. Oh. Yeah. If you want to see the 4 pictures better, you always can watch my Instagram, of course. Yeah, they're always there posted. So here we are now. I added 600 stitches. So that went here, and I found the color of the color of the, not the color as in red, but the color, his necklace of the dog. So this is now at 41,500 stitches. Yeah, you still can see it. Out of 178,500 stitches, and he is at 23.25% completed. Yeah. It's awesome, I know. So if you watch it like this, you see it better. Here is his color. Yeah, you can turn it upside down, of course. And this one I will try to show you in its full view what I have now, but it's heavy to open it. We do it like this, that you can see it again. But all the threads are hanging, so maybe they will fall over or drop down. I will try to catch them. See, this is hard. Yeah, this is harder than I thought, like this. This is now what I have so far. Yeah, it's so great, isn't it? This is upside down, so normally I see it as this. Normally I stitch it upside down, so yeah, I really don't see it like I just told it before. But yeah, it's awesome. Another one I really want on my wall. Now I will put it first a bit back. Because we're not moving yet. This will be a long time before we do that. Voila. That's so. Yeah. The next one up is one of the focus whips now. So we are going into the section of focus whips. Yeah. Next up is 6 portals. The full chart. That's this one. A lot of people are stitching this or separate or as the full combined set. This is charted by Pay-Free Crafts. The artwork is from Rose Catherine Can, and this is 1206 by 800 stitches as size and 217 colors. I started in the 6th portal at the right top. I saw it at Jen, the Caffeinated Crafter. She stitched her way on the whole row. So she can swap between each portal. And then Dawn Marie from DMS Crafty Vortex. She started at the left corner. More people are stitching it, but those two are now popping in my head that I have watched the Flosstube from. So that is fresh in my memory. So here is where I started. Not that much to see, even with this. I cannot, they are dark. So this will hopefully be helpful. Oh, I need to try to get you a bit closer. So I did 500 stitches on it. 510 to be precisely. This is also 25 count even weave 1/1 full cross. So here started my my 5th portal. I would say my 2nd, but in fact it's the 5th one. So I was thinking to do all this and go ahead across further on, but then I said no, I want to get down to my page first. So then I started here to stitch and then I went down. So this is now at 2060 stitches out of 964,800, and it's at 0.21% completed. But those details are very lovely, as you can see. And yes, I cannot grid. I always make mistakes, so I stopped that. I cannot grid with my pen. I need to drink a bit. Ah yeah, next up is one of the milestones. Kingdom. Super size. Max color. Amazing Animal Kingdom. Artwork is from Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and it is 999 by 765 stitches wide with 237 colors. This is also a popular chart. So here is where I started last week with 2 rows finished. and then I dropped a bit down. This is also stitched on 25 count 1/1 full cross. So first I started my third row going to the corner again, and then I was tired of all that green, so then I decided I will go down to get that page finished first, because I lowered the goal and the weekly goal, so I know I will not manage the 3 pages to finish the first row this year. But I added 1500 stitches this week, and it's now at 160,500 stitches. So out of 764,235, that means I have the milestone of 160,000 stitches reached. Woohoo! And it is exactly 21%. So I'm very happy with that. That's the best thing that you can have to keep stitching as motivation. For me, that works the best. Page finishes and milestones. That works the best. So that was the first milestone. Then we go to the one for my oldest son. So those are weekly stitches. So I dropped Kingdom from 2000 to 1500 for now. This because I did last month almost 10,000 stitches on it, and I wanted to lower it again a bit. So yeah, that's the reason. This is supersized max color, Cruising the Information Highway, charted by Heaven Earth Designs, artwork from Wendell Spangler. It's 999 stitches by 690 stitches as size, plus 238 colors. Yeah, there's also one that you see weekly, I think. I started here. No, it's not the... Oh, wait. Maybe it's because I... Now I remember. The light was bright, and then I lowered it. Maybe it's that the issue. Why it's dark in the camera. Oh, yeah, that's better, of course. So there's where I started, which a bit late to remember, but okay. And here is a second milestone, Jen. The page finish. Ta-da! Here is the page. The 5th page. This is also stitched on 25 count Evo Weave 1/1 full cross with royal embroidery floss. So I added 650 stitches, and I'm at 38,350 stitches out of 689,310, and it's at 5.56% completed. So yeah, this is amazing. I was very, very happy, but it cost me sleep to finish that. So this is what we have so far. You would say it's only box. I know it's a big chart, and it will take me forever, but we will see it grow. It's okay. It's okay. We are fine. Yeah, so that's that one. And then we have the one for my youngest son, the circus one. This is supersized max color, Night at the Circus. Artwork is from Amy Stewart. Charted by Heaven Earth Designs, and the size is 999 by 716 stitches with 238 colors. It's huge. They all picked up a huge one. So here is where I started. At 44,500 stitches. This is also getting closer to a page finish. So I did my 500 weekly stitches on it. That took like forever. So here I went down. And this is now, this is also stitched on 25 count even weave 1/1 full cross with royal broderie floss. It's a confetti beast. And this is now at 45,000 stitches. So in fact we have another milestone. 45,000, Jen, is 3 milestones. So this is out of 750,284 with 6.29% completed. Yeah, a bit closer like this. So I need, what was it, this part here, from here to there. So maybe 2 weeks for another page finish, maybe. And then the final whip for the week. So that was 10. 11 is the one for my daughter. This is Super Size Max Color Coloring Book Afternoon. Also artwork from Amy Stewart. Charted by Have Done Earth Designs. And this is a size 999 by 714 stitches with 237 colors. Yeah. This one is stitched on 28 count even weave. My go-to is 25, but this one I have it on 28. I had thought to restart, but I'm too far away, so I'm not going to. So here we are. Here we started. We are not here anymore with this whip. I added 500 stitches. This is also stitched 1/1 full cross with royal broderie floss, and I stitched the second row. So yeah, this is now at 39,220 out of 713,286, and she is at 5.5% completed. Can you see the holes here in the markers? This is so detailed. It's like the top of a marker, but even the holes you can see in the cap of the marker. And this one marker is like almost I think 300 stitches for one marker. Those are big. Yeah, you can see here with my needle minder. Yeah, I love this one. I really love this one. And it will be a long time of the markers until I get to the next box with pencils. And pencil sharpen. Was pencil sharpening? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this will fall down. So that was all for the whips. So will we go now in plans first, or what will I do? Yeah, I think we'll start up to plans in a bit. Yep. So we'll grab my other sheet. I also lost a lot of time this week in thinking what I want to do, what I want to change up. I watched a lot of Flosstube too, because you know we do that. But I watched Carla, Carla stitching journey on Flosstube. She came up with another idea that was based on the idea of Jessie Marie Does Stuff from her last game, Milestone Manor. Yeah. So basically, Carla is visiting a villa, a house in Florida. So she has a floor plan, and she's going to visit her family or whoever is waiting for her in each room. That's basically said what she's doing. So her husband picked the whips, put them in an envelope. She doesn't know which whip is in which room, and then she rolls all the dice from Dungeons and Dragons, and that's the and put a 0 after it, and that's the stitches she has to do in 3 days. That's what she's basically doing. Then she said you could use everything. You could use a fair, a park, a castle, another house, your own house, everything that has a floor plan. So then I was thinking, oh, I can do Harry Potter, Hogwarts Castle. We tried that, didn't work. That's why I had 600 stitches on 360 degrees. Then I tried not even, yeah, it didn't start even. Then my daughter was saying, oh, we can use the bunker from Supernatural. Yes, then we had less whips. Yep. So then we had the floor plan and put the characters in rooms so that those whips get stitches for the characters. So those characters were replaceable. But also she picked the whips, the rooms and whatever. But I didn't feel it. Again. So I was thinking and swapping around and making lists and restart and whatever. I used full coverage, big full coverages. I used kits. I used different stuff. Nothing worked. Then I know you will think now, why are you still trying to plan and get a rotation? Because I need one for my mental health, I guess, so I won't stress out, hopefully. So yeah, then I got would say FOMO, fear of missing out on the Flosstubers challenge that the Alchemist teacher started. And then Jen, the caffeinated crafter, gave the name Flosstube Frenzy to it. So I saw more and more Flosstubers joining in that. So I was thinking, oh, maybe I can do that. So then I was puzzling with my schedule, what I can do, because I still have Kingdom and my tree for my children. That's already 3,000 stitches a week. What can I do more? So, like I said, 3,000 for them, then 700 for the temperature, and now 500 for Tommy. So the little dog, or Welcome to the World. Yeah, it's already 4,200 stitches. So every schedule I tried, I did math. Then I had over 1,200 stitches a day, which I cannot do. Then I said, okay, I have to drop down again. So I tried to find a realistic rotation that I can do, that I can stitch, that I'm able to. Yeah, then I had the genius idea that I wanted to have more progress on my pinned whips. So I had like 6 or 8 of them. If I do that, I leave a lot of my whips out. So I was like, oh, what now? What's next? And then in the end, I tried again. Well, not tried. I was again toying and playing with Flosstube Frenzy. First I had 30 Flosstubers, then I went to 10, then I had 15, then I had 21, then back to 15. So I was also there swapping around with whips. Will I use BAPs? BAPs are big ass projects. Will I use those? Will I use kits? Will I use other whips? I don't know. I'm already debating a week on this issue. Really. And my husband yesterday said to me, are you still busy with your plans, with your rotation? And I said, yes, because I can't find the right one. And still thinking, should I do it? Should I leave it? Should I do it? My heart says, yes, do it. My head says, no, because it's not enough progress in the year. And it's hard to let it go. So, yeah. I wanted to do then a daily 100 because of 2 whips. So 1 week was normally normally 2 whips. Water Dragon was normally for basically 100 a day above temperature and Tommy. And that switched with 360 degrees. Then I was thinking, oh, I will just do each week 250 stitches on 360 degrees. Then it will get also enough stitches, what I wanted. Like I said, this is complicated. Really. It's all math. It's all swapping, stitching, searching, whatever you want. So yeah. I gave in the Flosstube frenzy. So the quote here is, Flosstube made me do it. I told to I had a conversation with my oldest son this morning, and he said to me, Mom, if you only take 10 Flosstubers, you are in a prison, because you all your whips are chosen. You don't have any choice anymore. And he's right. So if you do 21, you have a bit of more variety. Also right. So yeah. He dragged me into the 21 version. So that's the first thing. But first, I have here the temperature whips next to me. So we will first go over those. And then we go over the Flosstubers I have picked. So the upcoming temperature for this from today on is 16, 15, 14, 12, 13, 13 and 15 degrees. Pre-forecasted. Yeah, it has another name, but that's okay. So that's it. So I have changed it from 3 to 5 whips again. Changes. We cannot live without change, of course. Change and searching in the right way. This is like a how would we call it? A vlog. No, a diary, a weekly diary of what's the search we do, how it's going. Yeah, of course they're at the bottom. So this week, like I said, we do Tommy for 500 stitches, hopefully. So Tommy was the little dog. That's this one. This one. And then Aurora's Garden has the numbers 1 and 5. So that's this one. Oh, this one. This one gets 200 stitches this week for 2 times the 5. And where is that? Here on the floor. Next to me on the floor. So that was this one. It's like this. So 200 stitches on this one. Okay, this is getting messy. Then Wildlife Predator has the numbers 2 and 7. And he gets 100 stitches. That is this one. And I quickly recap with this start. And then we have Romeo and Julietje. They have the numbers 0 and 4. And they get 100 stitches because we had one time before. That's this one. And then I had two, I would say, seasonal pieces for the numbers 3 and 8. I have Happy Dragon. Yeah, that's this one. Yeah, I didn't have the cover photo, so it will be the little one then. That's this one. It's a dragon with a Santa hat. So he will get 200 stitches. The numbers and all the stuff we will go over in the next floss tube. So this is his face started. That's that. And then the final one is Witch's Cat from Boaty Threads. Oh yeah, and that was Luca S, the Happy Dragon. With the numbers 6 and 9. For 100 stitches for today. So today I will stitch on this one. So that's where I started it. I will leave you out. Okay, so now the Flosstubers. I was thinking, I kept track of all those Flosstubers this week. So I'm still debating if I will start from the 1st of November or if I will start fresh from today. But the issue is, if I start from today, there is no other Flosstuber who posts on Friday. So I think the best thing to do is to start from the 1st of November and then continuing on from there. So I will stitch from the week that has passed instead of the week that's coming. So that's set. I have them in alphabetically order. So it's not in, this is my favorite Flosstuber order. It's just alphabetically. And of course, I watch a lot more Flosstubers. So this is only a part of them. So I had to pick which ones I use. I tried to pick a variety of weekly posters, fortnightly posters, and I think I have only 1 or 2 that has monthly posters, videos. So yeah, if you're not in here, it's not because I don't like your videos. It's just also what fit my need. And also the whips I linked to them are not really, sometimes they match the Flosstuber, and sometimes it's just because I needed a place for them. So like for example, my pinned whips are now here. Yeah. And I probably need to switch one out still. We go over that in a minute. So my pinned whips are here for weekly Flosstubers, because I want those weekly, giving those weekly progress. So the ones for monthly and fortnightly Flosstubers, yeah, that's just because I want to work on them. All what they get is good. That's the basic idea behind this. So the first one I have in my list is the Alchemist Stitcher, because, well, she started this. I watch her videos, of course, too. And so yeah, I had B from Gecko Rouge linked to her, because she stitches a lot of Gecko Rouge kits. That's the only reason, in fact. Where will I put it? I don't have place, eh? I have to put these away and then we go further over this. I'm back. So the first one was the Alchemist Stitcher with B. This is even not in the frame. So numbers and fabric and all that stuff, I will go over it when I'm stitching on it. So here is my small start. Yes, it's a shame, I know. But she didn't post yet since 1st of November, so no stitches yet. That will be added. And I have the needle minder of it. And I don't use it. So that's a zip. Then we have Busy Mom Stitcher. Put this a bit away. If I need it, I will grab it. Busy Mom Stitcher is Animal Mix Panorama. I think she has the same one. Oh yeah, what will I do from stitches? Yes, that also changed a lot. I had like 6,000 stitches to do, because I tried the method of Jen with all the newest method, with all her different tracks like milestones, whips that match, starts, finishes, all that stuff. That was way too much for me. Then I dropped down to 100 stitches for each video and 50 stitches for each whip that match my active whips, so not one that I have ready to start. That was like too low. So then I changed it again to this. So each video is 200 stitches, 50 stitches if they have a whip shown in the video that matches with my whips, and 100 stitches if there is another video, like a stitch with me or live or whatever. That's that. For the, yeah, if it's like Flossmas month, I don't think I will do 100 stitches for each day. So there I still have to think what I will do then. Yeah, so Busy Mom Stitcher posted the 2nd of November. And we had one whip that matched. Do I remember which one? Oh, this is for... I don't remember. I didn't write it down which one. I think it was maybe Traveling Library or something. So she gives me 250 stitches on Animal Mix. That's this one. Oh, he cannot see. So that's that one. The next one we have is Crafting Gaming Jamie. That's a new start. If you remember this one, I want to stitch this one already like for a year or two. When I want it released, I don't know. But we have this one in common, Jamie and me. So I thought this was a good opportunity to finally start it. So I think I already said 10 times I would start it and then I didn't do it. So now it's a good time to do it. So the first one will get 200 stitches. She posted the 4th of November last. Then we have Crafty Emily. Ah yeah, and it didn't know yet how many stitches I have to do. I still have to watch her video. If we have one in common. So at least it is 200 stitches. It can be more when we have a match of whips. I think she has Kingdom too. I don't know if she has stitched on it. So this is Water Dragon. The one I was thinking to put in the weekly rotation. But for now I'm leaving him with Emily. You will see for next year what we will do. This is all try and error again. So how this will match up. And how many stitches they get. So that's this one. This is on Ada. The next stitcher is Crow Stitcher. I linked Dog's Library to her channel. Yeah. This is from Free Crafts by Bridget Ashwood, and it's only because she has a dog, Xena. So I thought this would be nice to give to her channel. She only posted one stitch with me so far, the 5th of November. So it's for so far only 100 stitches. Oh yeah, and I need to show the whip. Here is where I will start. This was one of my newest starts this year. Then we have Daisy Stitcher, of course. And we have one match, at least. Tiger Family, Super Size Max Color. So this is, he posted the 2nd of November. So I'm going to stitch 250 stitches on my Tiger Family for Dizzy. There is where I am. I know I'm over 40,000 stitches already, so I need to still stitch on it. It's a lot of stitching to do. Then we have DMS Crafty Vortex with Jungle Kitty. Oh yeah, I think it's over there. I just show it because I worked on it. It's the one with the lady and the leopard. So then we just grab quickly the... I cannot reach it now. The photo. So that was this one. For DMS Crafty Vortex. She posted the 2nd of November. So that's 250 stitches. Because we had a match with 6 portals. She restarted it from half stitch to full cross. So we have a match with 6 portals, the full chart. Then I have Fun with Cross Stitch with Hubble Bubbles Claire. from Heaven Earth Designs. That's one that we have also in common. No stitches yet because she didn't post since the 1st of November. She did her last video at the end of October. So here is where I will start. Then, so from next week on, you only will see the whips then for the Flosstubers I have worked on. Okay, then we have in stitches with ebony with Daydream Tigers. Because I thought she was weekly. She's not weekly, eh? No, I think she posted by a fortnight. Yeah, like I said, for next year I maybe have to shuffle a bit with the Flosstubers Average Whip. Because it was meant to be that this one got a weekly Flosstuber. Yeah, okay. So this is now where we will start. Or I might change the Water Dragon from Emily, Crafty Emily with Daydream Tigers. Because Emily posts each week. Yeah, I will do that. So, see, I'm still swapping. So, Ebony gets the Water Dragon then. For now. And it's still possible I take out the Water Dragon because I wanted to stitch on it like for a week daily. And then swap with 360 degrees. So, that's still stuff I need to think about. So, be aware, I still can swap a bit because I'm looking for the right system here. Then, Jen, the caffeinated crafter, of course. She's a weekly poster, so I gave her the Crafty Cat. I was thinking to give her Winter Cookie Party, but she's weekly, so I took that one. That's this one. She posted the 2nd of November. And I have 200 stitches here. But it is more because we have portals in common. So I don't think I said how many we have in common. So this was already 50 more because she showed portals. And she worked on a lot of whips. So I will go back and see which whips I still have as a match. But at least 6 portals that I remember. Yeah. Then, so the number is not accurate yet. Like I said, I just made a list and noted who posted already. I watched it already, but I watched it before I made my list. So I have to go back and see what I have as match. Then we have Jessie Marie Das. Oh yeah, Crafty Cat starting photo first. So here is where we started, or will start. This is getting that. So Jessie Marie Dastoff gets Winter Cookie Party. That's also one from Heaven and Earth Designs. I don't have a video since the 1st of November noted yet, so no stitching to add first. And I only have a small start. I know Kim Hollenbach is also starting this, and I thought Stitching Mommy will join her in this one to start. Then we have Carla's Stitching Journey. She posted the last video the 1st of November and we didn't have a match. So it's 200 stitches on catnap. That's this one. And here is where I will start. This is a regular version. Not the mini or the max colors, just regular. Then we have Cal stitches. We have Tiger Lily in common, but I picked White Tiger instead. She also had this one as a kit because I wanted the White Tiger in my stitching. So this is, yeah, the best solution for that. And no video yet. So here is where I will start when she posts. Then we have Kim Hollenbeck. She finished this one. So yeah, she will keeps me motivated to stitch on Sunday Delight to get whenever a finish. I'm still in the starting phase. Not really, but okay. Here is where I will start. Then we have the max. Oh yeah, Kim Hollenbeck posted the 1st of November. We had 2 matches because of Sunday Delight and the Jelly World SAL. So I need 300 stitches on Sunday Delight. Yeah. Then we have the Max Color Stitcher. She posted the 2nd of November. And we had 1 match. This one. Blooming Whiskers, where she had worked on. So this one gets 250 stitches from Anne. And here we are. Then we have small town stitches. I have the Christmas market linked to her. And I think it was only because she also likes Christmas charts. I think she has a Christmas village or winter village that she was working on. So that's why I picked this one for her. This is also still in the starting phase. I started this maybe 2 weeks ago. So in the right ear here and a bit of the white edge. No stitches yet, don't have a video yet from Small Town Stitches. Then I have Stitching Mommy. She posted the 4th of November. And we had a match with the Crazy Owl she worked on. So I have to do 250 stitches on 360 degrees normally. But I will replace it probably because I wanted to give 360 degrees also 100 stitches daily. So I need to think what I will replace it with. Do I now immediately have an idea? No. So Stitching Mommy will get stitches on a whip, but I still have to decide which one. So I will put this here. Maybe I can see it. You're not here to see me thinking, but yeah. Then you see how I progress in my stitching, how I link, how I think. Where are the lists? She's also a weekly poster. I think for now I will leave 360. Yeah, because I wanted to have a page finished by the end of the year. So for now I will leave 360 degrees, and for next year maybe it will change. Yeah. Then we have silver stitches. Yeah, is it how many stitches I have to do on 360 degrees? I have shown you also today already. That's the one with cats and dogs. This one. So that's for stitching mommy now. Silver stitches I was. She posted the 2nd of November. And she didn't have any matches or whips, so I picked Cats of Love for her. So that's 200 stitches for that one. And this was also a recent new start. That's the right top corner. Almost there. Then we have Andrew, the runner stitcher. It's because he has the for the runner, so he's at the T. He posted the 4th of November. His video after his the couple of days after his marathon. We didn't have a match in whips, so I will stitch 200 stitches on dog shelf. This one. Because he has a dog, Winston. Just that. Yeah. Then I have added the Stitchy Witch. I have no stitches yet to do for her. Oh, dog shelf. I didn't show you yet. This is where we'll start with dog shelf. And the Stitchy Witch, like I said, hasn't a video yet out. So, since the 1st of November, she gets Rubber Ducky Dragon. For now. Yeah, I was first thinking to give her Hubble Bubble, but yeah, I already had linked Hubble Bubble. So yeah, it's also a beauty. That's where I will start then. Hopla. And then the final, but not least, Flosstuber is the Yorkshire Crafter. She posted a video the 1st of November and I gave her the whip Wizard's Companion from Charting Creations. I have 200 stitches to do on this one. So I will start here. And I picked the Wizard's Companion for her because she loves the Harry Potter movies too. And she has a stitching game around that. I think the last video she posted was a planner video. That's why I didn't have a match yet. I still need to watch it. So it can be possible. I have to lower my pile because otherwise they are going to fall. Yeah, okay. So I still have to watch that one to know if we had a... But in fact, she didn't stitch on it. She's just showing them. So it's just a planner video. So for now, I will leave it like that. Do I have more to tell you about stitching? Yeah. The other weekly, not the weekly daily 100, the weekly daily 30 will be Welcome to the World. So that I will show you next week. Because this week it's still Tommy. Is it more? I still have to tell you more, but I was thinking. So I will start from the 1st of November and work my way with the dates. It's possible that when I have I'm stitching on Max Color Stitcher and she'll already post a new one. Then it will just go to the next week. As example. I'm not trying to... How do we say it? To drive me nuts. Yeah, let's say it like that. Just keep going and we see what we have done. That's set. Then we have the duck still. But I'm thinking I still have to say you something. Or to tell you something. For plants. I think that's all. Yeah, and then we have the weeklies like usual. 1500 on Kingdom. 1500 on my children and 500 on 6 portals. That's also scheduled. Yeah. So we will see how far we get with that. I'm thinking of haul. I think I only have one more chart since last week. Because I yeah. No, yep. It's not here yet. Did I? Oh, I do remember. And for another plan. Is it here? Unlikely friends? No, it's not that though. I don't think summer smile. I had one more chart that was going to retire and I forgot the name. I think I didn't save it yet on my drive. It's the one from Nadia Strakina that I remember. Otherwise, I will show it to you next week. I will not search now. It's already retired now. No, it will not work now. And I have saved it on my phone. No. Internet issues. That will be better. Tell me it will work. It's this one. What is it called? Village Summer. It's this one that I had bought. As lost. And I asked in the Pain Free Crafts group for this one to be charted. I hope so. I really hope she does. From Bridget Ashwood. This is also one that I need in my life. I saw it posting and I was like, oh my god, I need that one. That was immediately that wow effect. So what's next? Not leaving yet, please. the Earth SAL 2026. That was the one. That was the thing I was searching for. I joined with the owl, with this one. And why? Only because I want the chart from Amy Stewart. That's the only reason. So I think I only will do one page for sure next year, and then we will see if I like it, and I will stitch more on it and go for the 6 pages, or just leave it at 1 page. Maybe I will do, because I love the cottage too. The dragonflies, yes. This one is also saying from grab me. So yeah, maybe I still stitch the 6 pages. I still stitch, yeah, the 6 pages. But then my your oldest son last year wanted to stitch the SAL too. But when he said that, he couldn't join anymore. So my husband said this year I will not join, because he didn't finish his 6 portals either. And I didn't finish my Jelly World, but that's all okay. I don't like all the, I would say, the drama around this thing. All the messages. I got my floss, I got my fabric. It's very nice for all the people that join and that are happy about it and want to share it and are excited about it. But I have like daily 20-30 messages with the same content, and I was like, that's too much. So I'm turning that off. The comments, the alarm settings for those notifications, I'm turning that off. Yeah, and also, like, I think 150 people already registered for the owl, or for like the dragonflies are also high ranked, and the ship too. What I don't like about SALs is, and it's in general, it's not only this one, I have it with Lanard too. Every SAL, you see it like 100 times. It's like always the same thing you see. Of course, everyone wants to share, and it's a good ride and everything, but that's what put me off. So I'm more likely a still participant, because I also, for myself, I don't want really to share on Facebook groups from this is what I have done, and nope. I do my Flosstubes, I do my Instagram, and that's enough. And in the games that I'm playing. But otherwise, on Flosstube, on Facebook, you don't see a lot from me. Like, I stitched on this, I stitched on that each day. No, not. That's the reason. So, only when like I have a page finished, I post it. But otherwise, I don't post anything there. And Instagram is like, for me, a cartoon book with all the images that you can scroll on. So if you don't like what you see that I have posted, you can just scroll on. No issues there. So that's the reason why I don't like the drama. I would call it the drama. All the things, all the repeats. People that don't read the messages. That the same questions over and over a time. That's something like, I'm like, am I? So that's what I don't like about it. So I'm just a silent participant, and I'm fine with that. So my oldest son, wanted to join in this year with the ship. I was like, I'm not going to stitch the ship. So he said, can I stitch it myself? So I talked about it with my husband, and he said he can participate. So he will participate with the boat, or the ship, with his own, his own stitching. He will stitch it on 14 count, I think. He's now used to stitch on 14 count, so if he wants that fabric, he can have it. So we said we will get it up for Christmas. I think he wanted to use CXC floss too, because he's used to that too. So we will just want to kit it up and give it to him as his present for next year. So yeah, I hope I didn't offend anyone, because I don't like the drama around the SAL. But just saying, I really don't go deep in comments about the SAL about that reason, because I read a lot. It's always the same. I cannot find the size. I cannot find the floss list. What's all? And there is a FAQ on the website. There is a FAQ list. And then I'm thinking, why don't people read everything? Here, if you go to the web, I will just quickly recap for people who does search for answers. I will show it to you what you can do, how it works, and then I'm done with the SAL. So if you go to the website from Heaven Earth Designs, you type the Head SAL 2026, then you see this page. If you scroll down to the description, it's all linked. We have first, what is new in this year is that at the 1st of January you get the full chart at once. Then here you see the list with all the 12 charts. If you tap one of the first names in the column, you get the cover photo, not the mock-up, the cover. If you tap the second column, you get the mock-up. And then you see the artist, the size, the width and the length, and how many stitches in total. So how many stitches in total, and then here we have another link with the floss usage. So that is all linked here. So if you search for something like that, just go to the website. Then it's how you have to buy it and how you join the group. Basically, you buy the SAL in your basket, you pay for it, then you get an order number. So you go to the Head SAL, here's the link, and that's blue, the Head SAL 2026 Facebook group. Then you have to fill in 2 questions, the order number and the name of who ordered it. And then you wait until you get in the group. In the group, you pick the chart you want to stitch on. So there is a file, and it's not how it's called in English. The pinned messages on top, the left, bottom, and top. There you can find the chart choice survey. You fill in that document, and then they will update it, and then your name will be listed in the Excel sheet of participations. So check that out and see if your name has the correct chart. Yeah. Then we have the SAL achievement charts for finishers. So those are the 3. If you push them here, you see them all 3, which you can choose of when you have it all finished. So there's something different this year. When you stitch 1 page, you get the Amy Stewart chart. When you stitch 6 pages of your chart, you get the Amy Stewart chart plus the other 11 charts that are here shown. So for me, if I have the owl, it will be the other 11. If you finish it now, you have only the choice to pick of 3 patterns, not the full side anymore like this here. And then we have the milestone goal charts. So we had 1,000 participants already. So this chart is already owned if you participate. So at 2,000 stitches there is another chart, at 3,000 participants, and at 4,000 participants. So that's it, I think. What I have to say about the SAL. In the group there is a list with which pages of each chart is a full page that counts for the Amy Stewart chart. So the partial pages do not count. They also have what is it called? I would say an album. No, it's a post. Or is it an album? I think it's an album with all the grids in it. To see where are the pages and where are the partial pages. So like, I will show you the one from the aisle. This is a long video. I'm almost done. I almost can let you go. Oh yeah, and I also joined the Foxy Christmas one from the Cross Stitch Studio. But that one is for 16 months. No, 18 months, for a year and a half. Pinned. So this is a pinned section. Then you have questions. The hashtag list. So if you want to post on Instagram, these are all the hashtags. Choose, here is it says in the pinned post, chart choice survey. So there you push the form button, here the blue one, you fill in that form. Here is the list with which pages count as a full page for each chart. Is it something more? There is then a list here imported must read with all the things you can need. So the SAL full page list, floss list, all is there. The milestone images, the chart images, yeah, it's a lot. Here, it's the SAL gridded image folder. That was what I'm searching for. So here you can see, let's grab the owl, how the charts are aligned, are gridded in pages. So page 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And these at the bottom don't count for the full page. I was also debating already to just crop the tree and the buff, so I only have the owl and the robin left, because I'm not going for a finish. I'm not interested in those charts, so I still can think about that if I will crop it for myself or not. That's the only thing. So that's it. I hope that was helpful for everyone who wants to participate and to find his way in that situation. If you want to gift it to someone, there is a head gift certificate that you can buy on the website, and then you send that to the person you want to give it to. So that's also different. Yeah, and then it's just the final thing, the ducks. The keychains of the ducks. And then we can upload. So I only did 4 ducks this week. Normally I have to do 7, but like I said, it was a busy week. So we are now at 29 ducks here. The floor I made was a yellow one. Yeah, and I'm crocheting these ducks for school. So at the end of the school year, I hope to get everyone at least a duck. So I need 230 ducks. So I have 4 this week. So that's that. And these were already packed. So yeah, my box is filling. I wanted to have 7, but it was only 4. It is what it is. It will take a bit longer then. And then there was a birthday from my daughter. Her friend. But I only knew it like the day before. And she wanted a dog crocheted. I still have to do it, so I said I will do it, but she has to have a bit of time. Was it? No, it was a free one. And then I will let you go. It's the final thing I want to show you. I have crocheted this one before, but then I gave it to a charity, so I don't have it anymore. It's a tackle. Yeah, it's a tackle. And she wants the one in like the mint color without any spots, so just that one. It's not a big one. 17 centimeter long and 10 centimeter high. It's not a big one. So yeah, I promised that, so I will make another child happy. Why not? If we can do that, yeah. So I think now I can let you go and I can start stitching. So I want to thank everyone who is still here and watched me to the end. I'm grateful for every comment, every like, every heart I get, even as a comment a heart. I'm grateful for everything. I'm grateful for the community. Yeah, what can I more say about grateful? Eh? So I hope you have a great stitching week. You are safe and healthy, and I will see you then again next week on Friday. Yeah. So bye bye.